In this question, we want to look at how can we find an unknown constant in a PDF. Now, the idea is that usually when we have an unknown constant in a PDF, in this case we have k, when we have an unknown constant in PDF, we can solve for it using the fact that the PDF always integrates to 1. We know a valid PDF always integrates to 1. Right, so whenever usually you have an unknown constant in a PDF, like in this case we have k, you can solve for it using the fact that any valid PDF always integrates to 1. So you can use this property of a valid PDF. I.e., we know what we're saying is when we integrate from minus infinity to infinity our PDF of x, we get 1. Right? So now we know, so if I want to, so basically I want to integrate from minus infinity to infinity f of x dx. In this case, this just simply reduces to an integral from 0 to 2 k 6x minus 3x squared dx is equal to 1. So the integral, instead of going from minus infinity to infinity, reduces from 0 to 2 because the PDF is only non-zero from 0 to 2. So I can write it like this. PDF is only non-zero from 0 to 2, right? So in general, we know can we integrate the PDF from minus infinity to infinity, but in this case, this just reduces to an integral from 0 to 2 because this is only where the PDF is non-zero. This is given to us, right? Otherwise, it's 0, so you can just write the integral from 0 to 2 because this is the universe. Because this is the universe for this particular question where the random variable, where our continuous random variable x is non-zero, right? So this is the universe we're working with for this example. Right, so now if I just take the k outside, this becomes 0 to 2, 6x minus 3x squared dx is equal to 1. So now if we do the integral for this is pretty simple. This is just going to be 6x squared by 2 minus 3x cubed by 3. And then we have to plug in the limits. And then this just becomes 3x squared minus 3. Right, and then 0, no, sorry, not 3x squared minus 3x squared minus x cube. 3x squared minus x cube, and then 0 to 2, we have to plug in the limits is equal to 1, right? So now when you plug in these limits, this becomes k 3 2 squared minus 2 cube is equal to 1 because obviously when you plug in 0, it's just going to be 0, right? So then this is just going to be k4 is, sorry. So then this is just going to be 4k is equal to 1. So k is equal to 1 by 4. So we found this unknown constant, right? So basically, the idea is whenever you have an unknown constant like we had this k here in your PDF, you can solve for it using the fact usually that, so usually when you want to solve for it, you can just do that using the fact that the PDF is going to integrate to 1. So you can use this property of a PDF.